Music video reviews. Tom MacDonald's Clown World just dropped today. Alright, so Tom MacDonald just dropped a new song today. It's called Clown World. With the recent newsworthiness and media attention he's been getting from Fake Woke and Canceled, I figured Clown would be a good one to go into review today, considering he said he's going to be starting off 2021 with some bangers and hitting it hard, and he definitely has. So let's see if he carries it up.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet?
Well, he doesn't stop at wasting any time. Leave a better planet for your kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? There's definitely some questionable things that are being taught, and some moral styles that are being put on our kids, and a lot of that has to do with some of the parts of the education system, some styles of parenting, but a lot of it has to do with the connection to the amount of stuff that's on the internet. There's definitely a lot more out there that can taint the innocence of children a little too early on. But anyways.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness.
Oh, talking about everyone being split up on each side, and we want each other to sink. In reality, we're all on a big ship. If one side sinks, the other side's going to sink. So you don't want that side to sink. It's all about balance. That was a cool way to put it.
We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. You can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe.
Can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I don't know if he's talking about individual people, or if he's talking about the fence that they put out around Capitol Hill after the riots. But all of the attention that Donald Trump's wall had gotten, and the statements of it not being needed, keeping people out, we don't need that to regulate inflow of anyone coming into our country. And then obviously it works because they put the fence around. All right, I get it.
I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. Nope, I don't hate all police. Nope, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people.
I'll agree with that. Don't really think necessarily the system is built solely with racism. I think the system is against all people. I think that's why it's causing such a segregation between everyone, whether it's black, white, left, right, male, female. There's always this segregation going on between each other. It's this continuous divide and this divisiveness that's being driven into our country, and it's really being fueled by a lot of the people in our government and our media, and it's really a form of mental and emotional segregation. And without actually saying it is, that's really what it is.
Nope, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war.
All right, I feel like he's about to drop into one of his choruses right there. Yeah, see, like you said, it's modern segregation. And that with the divisiveness going on, it says it's looking like the beginning of a civil war. Historically, a lot of the divisiveness that's happening right now, at least as far as everyone's starting to split and take sides and take these little factions of the population, and come up with this thought process that no, I'm right, you're wrong. Not that we have different opinions, but that my opinion is right, your opinion is wrong. Unless you join my opinion thought process, you're in the wrong. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's too divisive, that's too anti each other. And that's what has led to civil wars within our country and in the past with other countries. So, all right, Let's see what the chorus has.
For its modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths.
Side note, so far I like the chorus. Tom MacDonald has made some choruses that aren't as catchy. This one seems to be a pretty good flow to it, but I definitely love how much like he's emphasized with the clown makeup, whether it's the darker clown makeup or it's the comedic kind of clown makeup, but he definitely emphasizes some of his goofiness in his music videos. And I think that's cool because a lot of musicians that are part of a label, part of a record, they have a certain image to keep up, but because he's got that independent money, he's all by himself doing this stuff. And that's why he can say what he wants. That's why he can do what he wants. He can, put the message out that he wants, and he doesn't have to worry about being dropped or any branding. So it's cool to see that he puts his message out there and he continues some of his goofiness.
They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No,
That's fair. The fact other people's facts and opinions don't define your own reality, because everyone has their own opinions. Like the facts are laid out, but people are able to have their own opinions on everything that they want. And some people can sway more towards what's more logical, what's more beneficial on the emotional route, what's for the well-being. Sometimes the numbers don't align up with the overall well-being. Sometimes the numbers don't align up with what everyone wants. So that's why there's so many different opinions out there, because we can have those different opinions. No one person is the same. I mean, even identical twins, still two completely different brains, two completely different identities and opinions. We're not cookie cutters. And you can have your opinions. My reality is my reality. Your reality is your reality. We have our own opinions based on that. And that's really cool. It's like you keep your own self grounded, and your opinions don't affect what I have to do. But still, we should be listening to each other's opinions and not blaspheming them.
No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think picking sides divides. It's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless. That's what we forgot in here.
True. A lot of the issues going on in our country, and we have our turmoils. Every country has their turmoils. We have a bad history. A lot of countries have horrible histories. And at the end of the day, our country still is very great. We do have so many freedoms here. We have so many things that we can do, so many things that we can say. We have the freedom of speech, the freedom of bearings. We have so many different freedoms that other countries have certain limitations on, or certain pieces to it, where just all these stipulations to it. And we have a lot of these freedoms, and a lot of people take it for granted and say, the United States is not a great country. The United States is horrible. The United States as itself is not a bad country. The United States is great. We have so many freedoms. It's a great country. People running the country, or people running the media, that's a different story. The country itself is a beautiful country.
Here. United States is great regardless. That's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is shutting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself, and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel him, cause lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? Positivity is out. It's being negative about everything, whether it's about staying home, or it's about COVID, or about people not staying home and people going out during COVID. Or anything that has to do with political or race or gender. It's negativity. Negativity is what's fueling everything right now, and there's positivity is not in. people are guiding towards that negativity, and we're just going to it in droves. And that's one of the things that it could be detrimental for us, because we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, or the light at all in any form of a tunnel. We just see the darkness, and everyone's flocking towards it and going against each other.
For it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel him, because lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms, because common sense ain't that common. This is what they wanted.
Yeah, I'm talking about this generation. You have the millennials, and then the Gen Zs after. Yeah, common sense has definitely been shadowed upon us. I mean, with all the different moronic challenges like the Tide Pod challenge and all that, like our generation doesn't have as much common sense, it feels, compared to generations prior. And I think that's why society's pretty much put almost like those bowling bumper lanes up for our generations, because there's not as much common sense. That's why there's warning labels that are very in depth on certain things, and to the point where you read a label and you're like, why? Who did something to make this label, appropriate? But that's our generation. They're the ones that did something to make it inappropriate. So, fair enough.
My generation needs a bunch of free condoms, because common sense ain't that common. This is what they wanted. This is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. Then we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't know.
Damn. Yeah. We're dividing ourselves, we're protesting, we're panicking, we're rioting, and the politicians are letting it happen and kind of eating in the fuel of it, because then they come in to sweep up and fix the damages. Like, hey, we saved the day, you still need us. And which shouldn't be the case at all. They should be trying to put out the flame before it ever grows. If there's a flame that happens between certain groups of people, they should be trying to put it out and suppress it and let it bring to light what's going on, and expose it and get it done. But they just let things build and let things happen, and then they come in and be like, oh, see, we fixed it. And that's the phrase, never let a good catastrophe go to waste. That's a politician's way. They can pass bills that way. They can push certain forms of legislation, and then they come in and say, hey, see, we fixed that, we fixed it. No, you didn't.
Put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. No, freedom doesn't come free. No, there was people fighting, dying overseas so that you could have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking baby's blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Damn. All right. That was good. I really like the message he had to put through. I mean, Tom MacDonald's really good at putting out that message for exposing certain forms of division and what's going on. And of course, shout out to his girl Nova. She's the one that does all of his music videos, and they're, like I said, they're fully independent, and which allows them to do videos like this and stay serious and put the message that they want out while being able to be as goofy as they want. I mean, I think that's what's awesome about them. Whether you agree or disagree with this message, it is awesome that he finally put himself in the situation where he has the freedom to put his message out because he's independent. No label's going to drop him. Like, the only thing he has to worry about is just being able to stay on YouTube and that and iTunes, and he's good to go. And he'll continue to have his fan base, which he has a very solid fan base. So, yeah, good job, Tom. That was a good one. So if you all enjoyed my music video reaction to Tom MacDonald's Clown World, be sure hit the like button down below. Click subscribe so you can see any future videos that come out. I don't just do music video reactions. I also do new movie trailer reactions and movie reviews. This is a little bit newer of a channel, so it'll be a little bit more videos come through. But any like and subscription is greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys have any form of music video from any genre, I don't discriminate against any genre of music. Any music video that you would like to see me do a first reaction to like this, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I would love to do it for you guys. Thanks.